Shasiri, if you want to continue staying in this house, you will pay rent like everyone else. If not, you are free to move out.
Sleep refused to come. Shasiri lay on his bed, staring at the ceiling, his eyes wide open, his chest heavy. The lawyer's words kept repeating in his head, over and over, like a curse he could not silence. All the properties were sold while he was still alive. The compound no longer belongs to this family. A son who refuses to walk while his father lives must not eat when his father dies. He turned from one side of the bed to the other, pulling the wrapper over his face, then throwing it off again. His heart pounded. His mouth was dry. "No, this can't be real," he whispered. Tears rolled down the sides of his face, soaking the pillow. For the first time in his life, Shasiri cried without pride, without an audience, without pretending. He cried because fear had finally found him. When morning came, he did not rise. The sun climbed higher, but Shasiri remained seated on the bed, his back against the wall, staring at nothing. His body felt weak, as if all the strength he borrowed from his father's name had disappeared overnight. Days passed like this, then weeks. One afternoon, a strange man arrived at the compound. He was calm, well-dressed, confident, the kind of confidence that came from ownership. The tenants gathered as he spoke. "I am the new owner of this property," the man said plainly. "If you want to pay rent, this is the account number." He handed out papers. Then he turned to Shasiri. "You," he said firmly, "if you want to continue staying in this house, you will pay rent like everyone else. If not, you are free to move out." Shasiri's world stopped. "Pay rent?" he asked weakly. "Yes," the man replied. "I do not tolerate debt. Decide quickly." The man left. Shasiri stood there, frozen. Pay rent? With what money? Move out? To where? He had no job, no skill, no savings, no friends willing to help. The fine clothes he once wore were gone. The pride that once lifted his shoulders now bent his back. Hunger came next, real hunger, the kind that twists the stomach and weakens the legs. Shasiri began to knock on doors he once banged with authority. "Please, do you have food?" he asked quietly. Some tenants shook their heads. Others looked at him with pity. One woman said gently, "Go and walk, Shasiri, even small walk." But he didn't know how. He went to a construction site nearby, hoping to earn something. "Carry blocks," the foreman said. Shasiri tried. He lifted one block and dropped it immediately. His arms shook. Sweat poured down his face. His body gave up. The men laughed. "This one has never walked before," someone said. Shasiri walked away in shame. That night, he sat alone outside the house he once called his own. His stomach burned with hunger. His clothes were dusty. His eyes were red from crying. "Oh God," he sobbed. "Me that people called Landlord's son. Is this how my life will end?" He clenched his fists. "Why did my father do this to me?" he cried. "Did he hate me? Did he want me to suffer?" But deep inside, a painful truth whispered back. "He warned you. He begged you. He offered to help you learn, and you refused." Shasiri lowered his head and wept. For the first time in his life, he understood something too late. Waiting for inheritance is not a plan. Pride is not a skill, and a name cannot feed a man. His suffering had only just begun. Whoever waits for an old man's shoes will walk barefoot to destiny. Was Samuel cruel or wise? Should inheritance be given to someone who refuses to walk? Episode 6 coming soon.